QQQ right now, these are the levels that I highly recommend you to watch out for, especially tomorrow. I always go to the 1 hour time frame because the 1 hour time frame is a really good time frame. And as you can see right here, we have here this level of 276.34. I have an alert set there. Anything in between 276.34 and 272 is going to be complete choppiness. And as you can see here, we've been ranging for quite some time. So now tomorrow, the market has to decide either we go up or if not, we reject one more time and actually break that 272. The levels for QQQ are 272. And so, Chris, is there a reason why the market ripped to the downside today? I was expecting choppiness. Well, the market today, we actually had a bit of a gap up, right? We had a bit of a gap up since yesterday. Yesterday, we closed at a price of 274, and look at this massive gap up all the way back up to the 280s. I knew that this was going to happen, and this is just market makers trying to fake you out and think that we're going to go long just to put the price right back down. The reason why price action works is because of the following. I'm going to go ahead and just draw out a couple of different chart patterns, and I want the chat to let me know what type of chart pattern is this. Can somebody tell me, what is this bar play here? Is a pattern that we truly love. It works every single day. It is the one setup that can make you money every single day. Sam, Karen, Tommy, let's get it. It's a 3-bar play. Let's continue. All right. We have another one. Another one is this one. You're definitely going to see this more on the 15-minute time frame. You will also see it on the daily time frames. When you see this chart pattern on the daily time frames, you want to go ahead and swing off the break. What is this chart pattern? Bear flag. Now I got you with a different pattern that we haven't spoken about in the past. Whenever you see consolidation like this and we see a breakout, can somebody tell me what that is? Anybody know what that is? It starts with a flat. It starts with the word flat. All right. So this is called a flat top breakout. So a flat top breakout is a very profitable chart pattern, and this will happen mostly whenever you are going to see lots of choppiness. And this where the top is just wicking. There's not much momentum, and then finally, boom, you do see a phenomenal move towards the upside off the support. This is called a flat top breakout, another critical chart pattern that I highly recommend you to use every single day. That right there is what I have for a QQQ. Look at 272. That's definitely the way for us to continue towards a downside. Then we also have 276 as another way. Okay, Tina, appreciate you. Let's go ahead and continue. Next is ETH, right? ETH, if we look at the daily time frame, this is one that we've been looking at for quite some time. We're still ranging right now. Sorry, let me go here. Yeah, we're still ranging right now. 1,020 and 15,000 is definitely a critical level. And right now we are forming a bit of a bear flag, just a small bear flag at the moment. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but what do? We always look for the wicks. And even I can put this support trend line. And one great thing that I highly recommend you to do when it comes to trading view is to right click and click add alerts on trend line. And that's when you're going to see, I want to be able to get an alert whenever the price is crossing down on the trend line. So now whenever price goes like this, I then go ahead and get an alert. As you can see right now, all we're making is a 3-bar play right here, another 3-bar play, another 3-bar play, and now we're consolidating. This is totally fine. So what do we expect now? We expect another flush, because what are we doing? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and now we expect another lower low towards the downside. So again, if we break here, this 1250, 1200 range, we do have a great possibility to come back down to the 1020 support that we have at the moment. Is that a H? Yes, it is forming a bit of an H pattern right now. It's not perfect. Once we get this next flush, it's going to look something like this. So it's going to look something like this, like boom, and then like that, right? So once we get that next flush, which is going to be at the break of the trend line. Chris, do you do any swing trades? Yes, I do call out swing trades all the time. And honestly, I just do it based off the chart patterns. And on top of that, my EMA. So for example, if I add my 8 and 13, you're going to see how the 8 and 13 will always give you a very critical entry level. Can somebody tell me, aside from the crossover that we have here, again, what is the chart pattern that we love? The 3-bar play. So look at that 8 and 13 EMA crossover to the downside at the level of 1680. On top of that, we get what? Igniting bar, base candle, breakout candle. That's our second confluence. We enter the trade. We are smiling ear to ear, and we're taking ourselves to the bank every single day. That's what we do. This is how you trade every single day. And again, I'm showing you how price action is definitely king when it comes to everything. All right, let's see. What do we have next? Next, we have SPY. So no, we talked about SPY already. Did we talk about SPY? Yeah. CrowdStrike. So CrowdStrike is definitely one of my favorite stocks right now when it comes to cybersecurity. And as you can see, I have lots of lines here and lots of zones. I'm going to go ahead and just quickly remove it. Something that I recommend you to do, aside from plotting, going to the line chart to plot support and resistance, just go ahead and just put the line chart sometimes. The line chart is really going to help you out. And as you can see here, just based off this super peak, I can tell that 159.30 is what? Can somebody tell me what is 159.30? Oh, we didn't talk about SPY. I got you. That is demand, right? So right now we are getting a bit of a crazy bounce here at that 159.30. We are definitely still bearish. As you can see, we are trading a bit sideways here when it comes to CrowdStrike. I highly recommend you to take calls above 163. If we look here at the 5-minute time frame today, we did have a bit of a rally close towards the open, but again, it was very, very, very choppy. Can somebody tell me when a stock is going like this, right? When a stock is going like this, and we have, let's go here, and it's ranging like this, what is the trend? What is the tool that we can use to be able to understand if it's respecting the trend? Andrea said ORB is a technical analysis tool. Trendline, right? Trendline will always help you out. And again, what do? We go ahead and connect the dots, boom, and what do we see? At the break, as soon as we always wait for a break and we always wait for the candle to close, we go ahead and enter trades. And I bet money, once I go and put the 8 and 13, we will definitely see a crossover. And as you can see, perfect crossover right here after the break. It's that simple. It's really that simple. People try to complicate trading. Do not complicate trading. It's really that simple. Now, lots of people are asking me, Chris, I'm getting stopped out. Well, I'm going to show you this. If you get in, let's say, for example, you get in at this mark. Let's say you get in at this mark. I highly recommend you to either put your stop loss above the last high of the candle, hence here, or if not, a bit above the EMAs. It really depends on your risk management. If you are going heavy, I highly recommend you to put it at the high of the last candle. If you are going with smaller contracts, 2 to 3 contracts, put it a bit higher. That's going to give you some breathing room. And as you can see, price never touched neither of the stop losses. You could have stayed in the entire time as long as price stayed what? As long as price stayed below who? The EMAs, right? As long as price stays below the EMAs, I'm staying in the trade. And I'm telling you, if you got in at 163, I truly hope that by 160, you take some profit. All right, let's go BA. So BA is definitely another one that's doing okay. And I'm going to show you another chart pattern that really works extremely well. And I have it charted here, but I first want to go ahead and just show you the daily timeframes. What's the current trend? BA right now, super, super bearish. We had a crossover all the way at the top at 164. Price is 125 right now. Price is 125. And it really becomes trading really becomes a question of what's the system that you want to use. I want you to write that down. What is the system that I'm going to use every single day that once I see that repetitive pattern happening, I'm going to go ahead and execute? Can somebody tell me what's their system that they're using right now? What's the system that today you use? 9 EMA. What do you use there? The break of the 9 EMA. So 3 bar, excellent job. Okay, trends, break and close, 8 and 13 retest, VWAP. I haven't heard VWAP in a long time. Level up, Argo, appreciate that. VWAP, yeah, daily time frame. Inside days are very, very powerful. Inside days are very, very powerful. One of my favorite strategies. And that's what I want you to go ahead and just stick to one single system, or at least 2 systems. The problem that we have in our community is that we find out a system that works, and then we try to go and find another one. And then we find another one. And then we have 16 different systems. And then we are like, oh my God, trading is so overwhelming. Well, stick to one. Price action should be always number 1. And then from there, you should be able to get into the other ones, right? Me personally, right now, as of late, I've been using the 8 and 13 EMA crossovers, which is straight up price action. That right there is how we make money every single day. And I'm telling you, it definitely works.